Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. Live Music Nation Podcast Festival Edition. Today we are with Ginger. She is from the Covered Bridge Festival in Covered Bridge Country. Ginger, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Ginger, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little bit about your family and your career.
Well, I grew up in Clarion County, Pennsylvania, near Cook's Forest. A lot of people know where that is. And my twin sister married a guy from Ohio, and I followed her out here. And I've been in Ashtabula County for 33 years now and been involved with this festival almost that entire time. I started out helping with kids' activities, driving a moo train, which was a lot of fun, pulling a bunch of barrels that were painted to look like cows around with kids in them. Right. And moved on to getting on the board. And after about 20 years of that, they asked me to be the executive director when the director, who had been doing it for 25 years, was ready to retire. But other than that, I'm also a licensed massage therapist. So I do this job because I love the festival and love the bridges, and do the massage. I love that also, but that's how I make some money, because running a festival doesn't make any money.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, let's jump into the festival. Let's start with the when and the where.
It's always the second full weekend in October. And the where is a little more difficult than normal festivals, because we do have a central festival, which is located at the county fairgrounds. But we also have events going on at most of our 19 covered bridges. So it's all over the entire county, and Ashtabula County is the far northeast corner of Ohio, and we're the biggest county in the state. So it's a widespread event. All right.
So, where's it headquartered? Where's it centralized at?
The central festival is in the county seat, which is Jefferson, Ohio. And we have a little office here that I run the festival from in the basement of the old courthouse building.
All right. So 3 questions that are going to help people get a little better idea of what this entails. What does it look like? What does it smell like, meaning food? And what does it sound like, meaning entertainment, different events like that?
Sure. Out at the bridges, we have other nonprofit groups like Boy Scouts and Young Marines and church groups and animal rescue groups that host the bridge. And they usually decorate them for fall and have either baked goods or whatever to sell to raise money for their organizations. And they sell a few souvenirs for us in return for being allowed to host the bridge to make money. But the Central Festival is your typical festival. We have lots of crafters, all kinds of fair food, a parade, lots of kids' activities. And of course, live music is the big draw.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about the music. What are some samples of styles of music you've had in the past?
Mostly we stick with oldies and country and a little bit of blues. Country is the biggest draw around here, so most of our entertainment has been somewhere in that genre, but we do some old rock and mix it up a little bit once in a while with something different. Sure.
Okay, so listen, you've talked about how these festivals, they're a lot of work, right? And they're a lot of time.
Takes me all year to set up for it.
Yeah, a lot of energy. What is the motivation for you? Why keep doing this?
Well, for me, the motivation is to let people know about our covered bridges. And, I work all year round at drawing people into the area to come see our bridges. And this festival helps draw people from all over the country and even all over the world that come here that weekend to see the bridges. And that's my basic motivation. I just love talking about the bridges and letting people see our beautiful part of the country where we're actually preserving the covered bridges. Yeah. So many places have lost all of them. And we used to have 50 in the county. We went down to only 12 left. And our
Oh,
county
wow.
engineer started saving the ones that were left, refurbishing all of them. And then he started building some new ones, and we're up to 19 now.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. I wondered how hard that was, you know, to keep the maintenance on those.
Well, we don't raise the kind of money it takes to keep them maintained. The county
and
engineer
they leave
has to
that
do
up to the
that.
counties. Is that correct?
It is. Yep. The county engineer is in charge.
Man, very good. Talk about the history of these bridges.
Our oldest ones were built in the 1860s. The oldest one, 1867, and several of them right in that area up to early 1900s. And then, like I said, when our county engineer started saving them back in the early 80s, he started repairing and refurbishing the ones that were left. And a few of those had been closed to traffic. They weren't even open to traffic anymore. But now all but two of ours are passable by car. And one of those, it's because it's in a walking park down below. We have the longest covered bridge in the United States and the shortest one open to traffic in the United States. And down below the largest one, where the old road used to be, is one that's on a walking trail now.
Very cool.
And the newest, most recent one built was 2016. So we've got them from 1867 to 2016.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, a couple fun questions, because, you know, this just sounds like an amazing organization, because you get to unite so many counties as you go through there. What are the challenges that you have when it comes to this event?
Most recently, especially since COVID, fundraising, because everybody's funding is going towards more important things, actually helping people, you know. And we used to have lots of corporate sponsors, and they've been struggling since then. So funding to bring in the entertainment is probably our biggest challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's talk about entertainment. What's the best concert? And this is just your personal opinion. What's the best concert you've ever seen, Ginger?
I'm a little bit odd. My father was a holiness preacher. We never went to concerts growing up. Right. I was married before I ever went to one. And that was Eddie Rabbitt came to the county fair, and I was just so thrilled at that. But the biggest ones I've been to are Gaither homecoming concerts, which is gospel music. And I love gospel music, and I've been to lots of Gaither concerts.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, dead or alive, you could bring any act to the Covered Bridge Festival you wanted. Money's not an issue. Who would you bring?
George Strait.
Oh, hands down. What a great
I was 13.
You know, he's probably got a song about a covered bridge, does he not? I mean, in all of his repertoire.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I bet I could find one.
Covered bridges, but
yeah, that's awesome. How do people find out more about this event?
coveredbridgefestival.org is our website, and we have a Facebook page, Ashtabula County Covered Bridge Festival.
Okay. Very good. Thank you so much for being patient with us today, getting everything worked out, Ginger. I appreciate it greatly.
Well, thank you for being patient with me too.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Have a great day.
You too.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road. Are you ready to go if you want to?